So today I thought we would do some little bit of yoga practice relating to breathing. Breathing is really important. It's one of the ancient pranayama practices that the yogis have been doing for a long, long time. And it actually helps when you are in that fight or flight mode, and breathing is very calming. So I thought we'll start laying on your back in Savasana. And we'll just laying in that position, laying down, resting your head on the ground, feeling the ground underneath you, feeling the floor on your shoulders and your trunk and on your back. Noticing the floor beneath your legs and your calves and your heels. And noticing your breathing. Just breathing in and out. I'd like you to bring your hands to the top of your heart. And as you inhale, notice how your chest is rising. And notice how it's falling. Taking a few breaths there. Moving your hands to the side of your rib cage. And when you inhale, notice how that expands. Like a balloon, the air comes in and all of the oxygen nourishes your cells. I'd like you at this point to engage your Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is engaged at the back of the throat. So as you exhale, you're extending your breath and noticing a little sound of the ocean in the back of the throat. It's like when you hold up a mirror to near your mouth and you go, you'll feel the moisture and the heat that comes out of your breath, and it will fog up the mirror. So that same sort of sound and that feeling is the Ujjayi breath. So breathing in, and as you're breathing out, so getting used to engaging that breath and just keeping that going as I'm talking to you about the pranayama. Pranayama actually extends the life force of prana, and the quality of our breathing is actually a measure of our prana. When the prana is activated, the results are increased vitality, clearer communication, improved digestion and elimination, and improved circulation. Pranayama, as the ancient yogis have been studying for centuries and has been validated in today's world, pranayama actually helps us maintain our psychological functioning, and it also has very many therapeutic benefits. And in the challenging times that we are having, even though we're starting to find that our we're allowed out and we can see a few more people and things, we're still having to deal with the day-to-day issues with the lockdown and things. And so what we notice is sometimes we get ourselves into a state where we're feeling stressed and our breath shortens, and the shortness of breath then engages the nervous system, and we end up in a flight or fight response. And we accumulate and maintain the stress hormones in our system. So as a result, we end up experiencing irregular heartbeat, indigestion, insomnia, and a host of other stress-related conditions. So the practice of pranayama actually helps us to attempt to lengthen that breath. And as you're breathing now, relaxing on your back in Savasana, and feeling, as you felt the air coming into your lungs, we're trying to direct the breath to the lower third of the lungs to engage a relaxation response. And this is actually the antidote of the fight or flight. And it helps to lower our heart rate and reduce our blood pressure, to improve digestion and elimination, and it helps our mind become calmer and clearer. And that way we're better prepared for meditation, but we're better prepared for everyday life. So as you start to come back into the room and we begin to start our practice, I'd like you to come up to a seated position, and we'll start off with the alternate nostril breathing. We've done this before in our practice, and it's called Nadi Shodhana, and it actually is a cleansing and purifying breathing technique to try to balance our mind and our body. So when we do this, we engage our two fingers come to our forehead, to our third eye, and our thumb and our ring finger, we gently press them on each side of our nostril. So I'll walk you through this, and thinking about your breath, there's four key elements to the breath. It's we breathe in, and then we pause, and then we breathe out and we pause. So there's four parts to the breath. So let's start with our hands on our third eye, our fingers on the right hand on the third eye, and we're having our thumb just near our nostril and our ring finger near our nostril. So let's start with a deep breath in through both nostrils, and then putting your thumb next to your right nostril and gently breathing out through the left nostril. And then deep breath in through the left and covering the left off, pausing, and then breathing out through the right nostril. Then breathing in through the right, pause, and out through the left. And that's one round. Then breathing in through the left, closing that off, pause, and out through the right. In through the right, closing that off, and out through the left. In through the left, closing that off, and then out through the right. That's 2 rounds. I'll let you do 1 or 2 rounds on your own now. So starting off, breathing in through the right, and I'll let you do that in your own time, just relaxing into your breath. And when you're finished, just taking a couple of deep breaths in, and then breathing out, just breathing out all that doesn't serve you. We'll come up to a standing position. And we'll do some warming up. And deep breath in. And breathing out. Just feeling the ground below your feet, spreading your toes out, feeling very grounded and getting into a really nice, balanced, relaxed position. As you're breathing in, lifting your chest and lifting your gaze, and breathing out. Bring your arms back down. We're going to take a big breath in and bring our arms out to the side, and a big breath out. And next we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, I'm going to chant Om to engage the spiritual side of our practice. You can chant if you like, but you don't have to. So breathing in. Om. Okay. So coming into a couple of little twists, breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in, and then breathing out, twisting to your right side. Breathing into the center, and twisting to your left. And coming back to your heart center. We're going to inhale and bring our arms all the way up. And we're going to exhale to our right side. You can drop your arm down if you like. And inhaling back to the center. And then to the other side. We go 2 more rounds on each side. And that nice stretch through your right side as you go across to the left. And then coming back to your heart center. Moving back to the center of your mat and having your feet about hip width apart. You're going to do a couple of forward folds here. So breathing in, bringing your arms all the way up, looking up, and as you exhale, bending forward and bringing your arms down towards the mat. Inhale, coming all the way up. And we'll do 3 more of these. If you're feeling a little bit tender in the lower back, you can put your hands just behind you, just on your buttocks, just to give you some support as you go down and come up. And you can engage your arms. Requires a little bit more back stretch with your arms. Okay. And stepping a little bit towards the back of the mat. We're going to do a warrior 1 and then some triangle pose and twist. So we start off with your right foot out to the side and stepping forward with your left foot. As you inhale, you're going to bring your arms up and bend your left knee. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, coming all the way up. And stepping back to our starting position. So we're going to do 3 rounds of that one. So turning your right foot out, stepping forward with your left, breathing in, arms all the way up, lifting your gaze, lifting your chest, exhale, folding forward, bring your hands down towards the mat, towards your shins. Inhale, come all the way back. And stepping back. Do 2 more of those within your own timing and your own rhythm. On the next fold forward, we're going to hold in the forward fold for 5 breaths. Bring your hands down towards the mat or on the shins and just relaxing, letting your head feel heavy and your upper back feel heavy. Taking 5 deep breaths, feeling a nice stretch through the back of your left leg. We've got 2 more breaths here. And next inhalation, come all the way up. Good. Okay. Next one, we're going to introduce a twist. So we're going to inhale, come all the way up. We're going to exhale, we're going to fold forward. And we're going to take our left hand up towards the ceiling and follow it up with our eyes. And we're going to stay in this position for 3 breaths. Really feeling that chest open up. If you want, you can hold your arm back and bind it around your body, lifting your chest and lifting your gaze. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. And then bringing your left hand and right hand back down to the mat. Inhaling, coming all the way up. And stepping back. We'll go to the other side now. So left foot out to the side, right foot forward. Breathing in, bring your arms all the way up. And breathing out, stepping back. Coming up. Really feel that lengthening and stretching through that left hip flexor. And one more. Breathing in, stepping forward, bending that front knee, bringing your arms all the way up and lifting your gaze and stepping back. For the next ones, we're going to fold forward. So stepping forward, breathing in, coming all the way up, and breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, coming all the way back up. And we're doing 3 more of those. Using the strength through your legs to bring you all the way back up as you come up. It's very strong pose for your legs. So using that to steady you nicely. And one more folding forward. And now, next forward fold, we're going to stay there for 3 breaths. And feeling that nice stretch through the front leg and through the back leg, letting your head hang heavy in your chest. Two more deep breaths. And come all the way up using the strength of your legs. And back to heart center. And then we're going to fold forward one more time, and we're going to do a twist this time. So bringing your right hand to the ground and taking your left hand up, following your hand up with your gaze. You can actually tuck that round behind your back and open up your chest a little more. Taking 3 deep breaths here. The front leg should be fairly straight, not locked. And 2 more breaths, feeling that really nice stretch through the front leg. And then dropping your hands down, all the way back up again. And stepping your feet together. Giving your legs a little shake. How's everybody going? Still hear me, see me? All good? Okay. So next one we're going to fold forward, straight down. So we're going to, this is a nice strong pose as well for your legs. So we're going to inhale and come all the way up. And exhaling, folding all the way down. Bringing our hands down towards our feet. If you can pop your hands underneath your feet. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Folding forward, feeling that really nice stretch. Through your back, lower back and legs. And one more deep breath. And then on the inhalation, using the strength in the legs to come all the way back up again. Good. Okay. So we're just going to do a little bit of a downward dog, upward dog sequence next. So we'll start off with, we'll inhale and bring our arms up. We're going to exhale, fold down our hands towards the floor, and then we're going to step back into our downward dog. And I want you to stay here for 5 breaths, moving your heels up and down, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the legs and engagement in your shoulders. Feeling the stretch through your calf muscles and into your Achilles. Just walking the heels up and down. And then coming down to 4-4 position on the mat. And we're going to exhale into the child's pose. And inhale, bringing our hands forward and lifting our chest up into an upward dog. And tuck our toes under, exhaling up into the downward dog. Coming forward again, you can bring your knees to the mat or you can keep your knees off the ground, whichever works best for you. Into an upward dog, lifting the gaze, lifting the chest. And then exhaling back into a downward dog. Just feeling that nice mobility through your spine. It's quite a strong pose. You can also do this going into child's pose and coming up into lifting the chest and lifting the gaze as an alternative. Let's go 3 more rounds. So you can do child's pose and then lifting our chest, or you can do upward dog and downward dog as a little bit stronger. So whatever feels right for your body today. Try not to push it too much. So 2 more rounds. And then coming back into child's pose, and we're going to rest for a couple of breaths here. Just noticing how your breathing is and noticing how your energy feels, whether you're starting to warm up a little bit. Nice big stretch through the back of your legs and your lower back and through to your shoulders. Bringing your crown of your head down towards the mat. And taking a few deep breaths here. Just resting. Okay, and then coming down onto the mat, laying into Savasana. Just have a little rest there for a couple of breaths. So you may have your knees bent if you want to protect your lower back a little bit, or you might have your legs out flat and your palms facing up. Taking a couple of nice big deep breaths here. Engaging in your Ujjayi breath. And thinking about why you're here today, what the purpose is for your yoga, what you want for yourself. Maybe it's a little bit more calming and steady breathing. Whatever it is that brings you here today. And bringing your feet up to be flat on the mat. With your knees bent, I'm going to go into some bridge poses. As you inhale, I'd like you to bring your hips towards the ceiling and bring your arms overhead. Squeezing through your buttocks and squeezing up through your quads. And as you exhale, slowly bringing your body down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, and bring your arms down beside you. Continue on 5 more rounds. Lifting up, squeeze through the buttocks, bring the arms overhead. Bring your hips as high up as you can, and then slowly, slowly bring your vertebrae down, vertebrae by vertebrae. 4 more rounds. Nice work. So lifting all the way up as high as you can, really squeezing all the way up. Let's go 1 more round each. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go into a supported shoulder stand or legs up the wall, or you can have the legs up the bed or chair, whatever is beside you. So we're going to start off with your laying flat on the back into the Savasana position. And if you have some sort of a prop, you might have a cushion, or if you're going to do legs up the wall, just moving close to the wall so your bottom's right next to the wall and lift your legs off it. If you're going to go into a shoulder stand, you can bending your legs up and lifting up. And then cupping your hips in your hands. If you're going to have a support there, you can actually bring a cushion or a pillow, something just underneath your lower back, and then lifting up your feet towards the spine, or you can be against a bed or a wall or a chair. It's coming into that gentle inversion and engaging your ujjayi breath, steadying your breath up. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths. So engaging the ujjayi breath again, so that long extended breath out, and that gravelly feeling, the sound of the ocean in your throat as you exhale. The inversions are great to strengthen your tummy muscles and your back and your hips, getting a bit more flexibility into the hips and spine. And the effect of the inversion is to help the lymphatic system to bring the fluids down from your feet and your ankles and your calves, all the way back down to the lymphatic system around your groin area. And it is a good strengthener for immunity. Just invite you to soften your gaze and really relax into that ujjayi breath, feeling that gravelly sound in the throat, extended exhale. Taking 5 more deep, long breaths. On the next exhalation, gently dropping your legs back down towards the floor. Resting again in Savasana for a couple of breaths. Just steadying yourself down again. And then we're going to come into rolling over onto your front. I'm going to do a couple of alternate arm lifts. Okay, so laying out with your arms and legs extended out in front of you and out the back of you. And as you inhale, I want you to lift up through your left arm, lifting all the way up, and then exhale, bringing it down, and then moving over to the right side, lifting and extending that arm, and bringing back down. Continue this on. We're going to go 3 on each side. Getting that nice lengthening and stretching through the back. Each inhale, you're lifting your gaze, lifting your chest, and lifting your arm, feeling that nice stretching up. And one more on each side. And then coming up onto all fours in a neutral position. You're going to exhale into a child's pose. And as we inhale, we're going to lift our chest and lift our gaze. And then exhaling back into a child's pose. Just continuing on here for 6 breaths. And some nice movement into your spine. Relaxing back into your child's pose. Feeling that nice stretch through the legs and the belly back. Got 2 more rounds to go. And then coming back into a neutral position. And we're going to roll over onto our back and bring our legs towards our chest into an Apanasana, releasing through our back. So as you exhale, bringing the knees towards your chest, and inhale, taking your legs away from your body. Continuing here for another 6 breaths. Nice and calming. And bringing your feet down towards the mat, with your arms out to the side. We're going to bring your legs towards the left side and bring your head towards the right. Giving a nice twist through your spine. Inhaling, bringing your knees back to center, and then exhaling to the other side. I'm going to go 2 more times on each side. At your own time, your own pace, your own breath. We'll do 1 more round, and this time we're going to take our knees across to the right side, and we're going to take your left leg and straighten that one out. If you can reach through to your toe, you can hold that and feel that stretch. So you've got your left leg across and your left arm out the other side. If you can't reach your toe, just use your right hand to place it onto your left leg. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths, feeling that intense stretch through the left side of your body and through your left leg. Three more deep breaths. And then gently bending that left leg back on top of your right leg, inhaling into the center. And then we're going to go over to the left side. So we're going to drop your knees towards the left, gazing towards the right, and straightening out that top leg, which is the right leg. Reach forward if you can manage to grab through your big toe, holding on to your big toe. If not, placing your left hand on your right leg. And deep breathing in here for 5 breaths. Feeling that nice stretch through your shoulders, trying to place both shoulders down onto your mat. A nice massage through the organs on your right hand side and stretching through your outstretched right leg. And 3 more deep breaths here. Relaxing into the stretch and exhalation. And then gently bending that right leg back on top of the left leg. Inhaling as you bring your knees back to the center. Reaching forward with your hands on your knees and giving yourself a nice massage on your lumbar spine, just moving your knees in a clockwise direction. Deeply breathing and then take them back the other way into anti-clockwise. Feeling that massage on your lower back and lumbar spine. We're going to relax into Savasana now for your nice rest to consolidate all the energies of your practice. So I'd like you to lay down in Savasana with your legs either down flat on the mat or a little bit bent if you'd like to protect your lower back. If you have a blanket, you can place that over you to keep in the warmth or a jumper or anything. And gently closing your eyes. We're going to rest here for 5 minutes and I'm going to play some nice relaxing music. I'd like you to tune into your own breath. Noticing the groundedness underneath you, noticing how your body feels after your practice. Coming into your own space. For 5 minutes of relaxation. Tuning into your breath, noticing the sounds in the distance, and noticing the sounds in the room. Feeling the floor beneath you, gently rolling to your left side. Taking a few breaths there. And when you're ready, gently coming to a seated position. Thank you for being here today, for all you do for yourself and for each other, raising your vibration and raising the vibration of those in your family, in the community, and everybody around you. Hopefully today you have noticed some changes by engaging some of the breathing techniques, and remember those as you go through your day and your week. If you find yourself in the fight or flight syndrome, or feeling your breath quickening up, just try to lengthen it out and take 10 deep breaths and come back into your own space again. So I would like to thank you for being here with me. Let's bring our hands to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart for kind heart. I'm going to do 2 deep breaths, and on the second one I'm going to do an Om to close the practice. You can join me if you want, but you don't have to. So breathing in, and we're going to breathe out. And next breathing in. Om. Namaste.